Hey! Nerdy sports fan here. Week 1 NFL. Excited as all get out. Let's dig into it. We've got Tennessee versus Cleveland. Yeah, a few years ago, this would have been an absolute snooze fest. Alright? But Tennessee, coaching-wise, improved greatly last year. The team in general is better because Mike Vrabel is there. Alright? And they got new life, knowing that Andrew Luck's not there in their division anymore. So everybody else in that division now all of a sudden assumes their season's going to be much better. Tennessee was one of the teams just barely on the cusp of the playoffs last season. You think they think just a hair more gets them there? I think they do. Vrabel comes from an extremely confident program. He was taught by the Patriots, the dynasty of our generation. So, yeah, he's going to be tough on these guys, but it's what they need. And him really pressing them and what they've done in the offseason might just be enough to get that one more win to guarantee a playoff spot. So they'll be battling for the wild card all season. Cleveland, on the other hand, they're loaded up, all right? They saw enough out of Baker Mayfield last season to assume that they are in win-now mode, probably the next 5+ seasons, okay? So Odell's there, big time, all right? They picked up Kareem Hunt, which I still think is a total piece of human garbage. But that's the kind of move you make when you think you're going to make a deep playoff push, all right? This defense is fantastic. Underrated in my mind. I don't understand why people aren't talking about this defense more, because the offensive improvements mean the offense is going to stay on the field longer, so the defense is going to be less gassed, and they're going to be able to produce better. So, in my mind, Cleveland with these offensive moves is a fantastic defensive sleeper, and you're going to see that in this game, because who has any faith whatsoever in Marcus Mariota? Ah, the crickets. That's right. Nobody. Not even his own front office, because they brought in Ryan Tannehill. Okay? Ryan Tannehill is not a bum. He's not an aged guy with just some experience like the Matt Castles of the world that you bring in just because you need an emergency backup, or a man with some real knowledge of the league to help a young guy along. Ryan Tannehill's the kind of guy that lost his job starting because of coaching regime changes and injuries. All right? When he was starting and healthy for the Dolphins, they looked good. Okay? With Adam Gase, they looked good. So he might sneak in and take Mariota's job by the end of the season. No, I'm calling it. He will. Ryan Tannehill will be the starter by the end of the season. Now, since I'm calling it that way, let's do the math here. You have a quarterback that's not going to be the starter by the end of the year. And on the opposite side, you have a quarterback who might be talked about as one of the best in the league within the next few seasons. People are already crowning him, but they're idiots. So yeah, based off of just those two opposing conversations from these two opposing teams, what do you think I think's going to happen? Oh yeah, Cleveland's going to destroy Tennessee. Okay, Derrick Henry's good. The defense is good. The offensive line there, yeah. Quarterback's terrible. All right? Derrick Henry will not have the opportunity to continue pounding the rock against a team like Cleveland. Cleveland's going to jump out of the box firing. Kitchens needs to show that his offense is high firepower because they invested a lot in it, and this is the perfect team to do it against. They're going to get out ahead of Tennessee early. They're going to stay ahead the entire freaking game. All right? I expect, fantasy football-wise, Henry to have a crappy game, and Chubb, fantastic game. All right? Chubb is going to be the engine that drives this offense all season. Not Odell, not Baker, not Njoku, if anybody thinks that was going to happen in the first place. No. Chubb. Okay? That running back has a lot to show this coaching staff to make sure he keeps Kareem Hunt on the bench when that man's done with his suspension for being an asshole. Okay? So, Chubb will light up the scoreboard. If you didn't draft him early already, if you haven't drafted yet, make sure you pick him up. He's going to be fantastic all season long. This game will be the highlight reel to start the season for Mr. Chubb. Now, Odell is going to get his. He's going to be good. Jarvis Landry is probably wide receiver 2-3 material now because he's just not going to get the targets that he did, considering Odell being there. Baker Mayfield is a solid quarterback number 2, okay? I don't care what other people say. We don't know enough about him. People are projecting his breakout because they saw Pat Mahomes last year and they want to see it again. Not because we've been given evidence that it's going to happen. Alright, this guy's not making behind-the-back throws or left-handed throws at people and just gaudy video game kind of plays. Alright? He is a pragmatist. He's more of a Drew Brees. Okay? He's short. He's going to make the right throw at the right time. He's going to be disciplined. So a lot of cases that's going to be, let's shift the game towards the running back late in the game. Because he's not looking for the pinball machine scoring like we were seeing out of Pat Mahomes. He is looking for the W. So, fantasy football-wise, he's not going to be a starter every week. I don't care what anybody else says. Odell will be. Landry will be. Chubb will be. Maybe Njoku, depending on how he develops. Definitely Cleveland's defense. But Baker, no. Alright? If you're drafting him early, you're an idiot. Anyways, that's my piece fantasy football-wise for the opening game for the Browns versus Tennessee Titans. Titans fans, you got a good coach. You don't have much else to go off of right now. Hope that you do bad enough to trade up and get yourself a quarterback in this offseason because there's 2 good ones available, and you might actually be able to get one.